So, what do we do to take care of our souls? We give the soul what it wants. The soul wants meditation. The mind wants different things to enjoy. The intellect wants different theories to contemplate. The soul wants only one thing, hey, meditation. No mind says the soul, no intellect says the soul, hey, I want meditation. Unless you give the soul what it wants, the soul is not happy. It is your duty to make your soul happy. It is your duty to make your body happy, your mind happy, your intellect happy, and also your soul to be happy. Who will give happiness to your soul? Who will give happiness to your body? Who will give happiness to your mind? Who will give happiness to your intellect? It's all you have to do it. You have to plan in such a way that all are satisfied. The body, the mind, the intellect and the soul. And the Godhood part of it. The Godhood part of you wants service to others. So unless you indulge yourself in servicing, your God nature will not be happy. You are a body on one side, you are a mind on another side, you are an intellect on the third side, you are a soul on the fourth side, and you are a God on the fifth side. You have to satisfy your bodyhood, you have to satisfy your mindhood, you have to satisfy your intellecthood, you have to satisfy your soulhood, and you have to satisfy your Godhood. Service to all other beings is the way to satisfy your Godhood. Meditation is the way to satisfy your soulhood. Contemplating on various theories will satisfy your intellect. Well, the arts, the sports, the crafts, all these things, they satisfy your mind. When we are listening to good music, we are satisfying our mind. And along with that, you give yourself meditation so that your soul is also happy. And when you go back from this valley, wherever you are, you give these experiences of yourself to others, share. Then that is called a servicing. That is satisfying or the development of your Godhood. What a beautiful morning today. What a great place here. The way you give meditation to your soul is through the breath. You have to be with your breath. Breath is the link between your body's energies and the cosmic energies. When the link is broken, the body becomes a corpse. As long as the link is there, the body is thriving. So, the breath is so very all-important. Being with the breath, my dear friends, being with the normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breath, you give immense pleasure to the soul. The soul will jump with joy the more you give meditation to it. When the soul is jumping with joy, there is great celebration in life. Life is a combination of body, mind, intellect, soul, and God. Life is a great symphony where all the 5 components get together and produce a great harmony. That's the beauty of life on this planet Earth or in the 3-dimensional planes. We richly deserved our physical body and therefore we were given a physical body. It's not that everybody is given. One has to deserve. One has to desire, my dear friends, being with your breath. That is the bottom line in the art and science of meditation. That is the middle line and that is the top line. No mantras whatsoever. No Hindu mantras. Meditation is not an offspring of religion. Meditation is the offspring of truth, which is not often found in religion. So, no Hindu or Buddhist mantras. They reflect a culture. Mantras reflect a culture which is glorious in itself, but nothing to do with meditation. Meditation is making the waves of the mind empty. Yogaha, chitta, vritti, nirodha. Yoga means making the waves of the mind empty, stopping the waves. What happens when you do that? Tatah drashtah swarupeva sthanam. Then what happens is you become a seer. Drashta means seer. You see, begin to see with your third eye. When the mind is transparent, when the mirror is transparent without any dust, it will reflect. So when the mind is transparent without any dust particles, it will reflect everything. That's what is called as the third eye. Tatah drashtah swarupeva sthanam. You become seated in your own real nature, Swarupa. Your real nature is God. So, through meditation, you begin to sit in your real nature, Tataha, and you become a seer. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Tataha drashtaha swarupeva sthanam. Only through meditation you begin to sit comfortably in your real nature. Don't open your eyes for the next 1 hour. Be lost to the world and to yourself. And be a candidate for your breath. Making friendship with the breath, you slowly slip into meditation. Sitting comfortably, whatever posture you want, you may take. If you are sitting in a chair, just kindly cross your feet and always palms together, fingers together, hands together, locked. When you lock your hands, 10% of your energy is locked. When you cross your feet, another 10% of energy is locked. When you close your eyes, 80% of your energy gets locked. So, 10 plus 10 plus 80. You need to conserve every bit of your body's energy to get into a higher level of consciousness, altered states of consciousness. 10 plus 10 plus 80, my dear friends, these are all the formulas. Everything is a science. Nothing which exists is beyond science, because everything has come out of science. The great scientist, the creator, is. And we are a chip of that. Being with your breath, my dear friends. After you have conserved your body's energy, 10 plus 10 plus 80, then you go on to conserve the mind's energy. The mind is always drifting, jumping. Okay. So, when you stop the mind's movements through becoming one with your breath, your mind's energy, huge amounts of the mind's energies are conserved. So, when you close your eyes and hands and feet, you are conserving body's energy, 10 plus 10 plus 80. And when you are observing your incoming and outgoing breath, you are conserving the mind's energies. And the mind has become empty. At that precise time, precise moment, cosmic energies from the outside flow into the inside. Unless the mind is empty, it cannot. Only an empty cup can be filled up, isn't it? And only an empty mind can be filled up with cosmic energies, isn't it? So we have to empty our mind to be able to get into those cosmic energies. So when you get huge amounts of cosmic energies, then the soul is so very happy, and the soul's eye, otherwise called as the third eye, begins to blossom. Then you will understand the nature of the nature of the self, everything. The so-called puny human being becomes a mighty human being. That's what Buddha did. He just sat and sat and sat and sat and sat and sat and sat, and he became a mighty soul. We have to replicate the Buddha. It was so much difficult for him to discover it by himself, and we cannot follow the footsteps. It's very, very funny. Even after showing everything, if one doesn't follow, then it's very, very funny. Buddha has shown everything, has taught everything, has revealed everything. Yet we are not interested in becoming a Buddha. And we were born with a desire to become a Buddha, and we lost in the midstream. Our whole path, our whole fundamental desire. Well, what is past is past. From now onwards, we'll pick up ourselves and sit and sit and sit and sit and sit. And let us take the help of nice music, which will satisfy the mind too. Being with your breath, my dear friends. The normal and the natural breath. The breath gives you everything. Everybody wants everything, but they don't get anything because they won't go to the breath. The breath is the Akshaya Patra, or the Chintamani, or the Kamadhenu, or the Kalpataru, which gives everything. And we have the breath with us. Being with the breath. A great morning, a gathering, great souls are here. great energies in the valley, great intentions in ourselves. All these combined together give us great meditation. Should you be with your breath? Not thinking about the world, not thinking about our family, not thinking about our purposes. Letting go of everything and staying put with the breath. Tomorrows will take care of tomorrows. But now, today, let me go into meditation. With some music. Music helps very, very, very greatly. And we don't take help of the music. Being with the breath, the normal and the natural, the easy and the soft, and the simple and the tender, and the peaceful and the tranquil breath. Stopping the mind is stopping the world. Stopping the world is stopping the mind. Stopping the mind and stopping the world is entering into the truth behind the world, or truth that gives birth to the world. From time to time, learn to stop the mind. Very simple. Being with the breath. Kindly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. Because when you do meditation, you collect a lot of cosmic energy in the hands. They become energy hands. That energy has to be recycled back into the body through the eyes, because eyes are the most important parts of the body for us. So we redirect that energy into the body through the eyes. We keep the hands on the eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly remove your hands and you may open your eyes, my dear friends. Thank you very much. You give a big clap to Pyramid Valley and this global festival. Very big clap.